Meet me outside, Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get it tied. Wall Street Pete, sick dough crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip.
Wall Street! Wall Street Pete sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Every day we hit the like and subscribe button, coming to you with a live. I'm going to talk about how we hit the bottom price targets perfectly the last 3 days this week, and how I believe now is the time to buy. Not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice. Come on over, hit the like and subscribe. Become a wolf today. Oh, it's free. Hit that bell notification so we do come live. You can now be the 1.46K subscriber. We give you a realist steal. We're going to go backwards here on some of this information because it's very important. Key Fed inflation measure rose 0.6% in January, more than expected. And good morning, Gary, to you in the super chat. I do see you there. But I'm going to talk about some key components. Headline inflation increased 0.6% and 5.4% respectively. All the numbers were higher than estimates. We got to talk about this because what's going on is the numbers suggest inflation accelerated the start the new year, putting the Fed in a position where it likely will continue to raise interest rates. So we're probably going to have to go through this over and over. Today is February 25th. We will be talking about this as we continue to proceed. We're going to watch a video of yesterday, how we hit the bottom here, 22.8, and I believe we're going to continue to come down today. But 4 top cryptocurrency stories from the past week, and I want you to be a little paying attention to some of these because some of them really do make sense. There's a little bit of FUD, there's a little bit of everything. And here are the top 4. We're going to go from right now. Coinbase unveils a blockchain. Crypto exchange Coinbase released its own blockchain based on a testnet version developed using a software stack called OP Stack, provided by Optimism. A popular layer 2 blockchain. We already know. We went over a little bit about it yesterday, right? Talk about the price changes and things going on. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried faces new charges, criminal charges. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried is facing new criminal charges, including conspiracy to bank fraud, operating an unlicensed money transfer business, wire fraud on FTX customers, securities fraud on FTX investors, conspiracy to make unlawful political contributions, and defrauding the federal election to commission. He has pleaded not guilty and is under house arrest on a $250 million bond. His trial is scheduled for October. I'm sure many of us can't wait to see how that pans out. So getting into that now, as you know, we're going to talk a little bit about how not just the transfer from Coinbase to KuCoin, perhaps any possible way. We'll go over this really quick. If you have any questions, you could talk about it. We'll probably go over it at the end of the live. Very important. If you want to get your wallet and transfer over to another address, a lot of us have a hard time trying to do that. Some of us have to put a white paper list on the address and approve the transaction before you can even get it in there. It's even more complex. Maybe we'll talk about it if people are interested. Bitcoin mining difficulty set to hit an all-time high. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we keep doing. Just like the channel, we just continue to get more and more subscribers. We do appreciate it, and more and more people are going to flood into the crypto space. So hit that like button, please, if you have not done so. It's very important to destroy the algorithm. We're continuing to jump the difficulty set for records, meaning that the more it'll make the blockchain a little more difficult, creating a scarcity and giving out rewards a little less over time for each miner, probably making them second guess, is it worth doing the mining in the first place? So right now, crypto bubble, we have a complete bloodbath, and right now I do believe is a great time to dollar cost average in. And what does that mean? Well, if I have an X amount of dollars, I am looking to buy on some of my blue collar, or perhaps just what I believe I'm going to put my money in, right? We check the utility, we talk about that, the owners, the people behind the project, the community and things of that nature, and price history. These are all things you pay close attention to when picking your asset, especially in the crypto space. space. But right now we're going to talk about the DXY. I believe the DXY is going to find some things we're going to get into there. But as you can see here, currently crypto market cap, we are coming down. It's 1.05 trillion market cap, so we're not looking too strong. But we are hitting the price levels that Wall Street Pete did predict yesterday. And if you're a subscriber, you'll know this is exactly what we get into in detail. What happened next? Well, then you already know. We got a huge bounce to the upside. So what we're going to pay close attention to is the repeat bounce. Do we get another one similar to this? But we have to include a fall because this is already showing something to the downside. So I'm pretty much sure, and a lot of people don't do this. This was yesterday. Just do a little homework there. We were trading 23,700. How does Wall Street Pete know where we're going to bounce off of? I would be willing to bet that we get one more little rejection before we come back and face to the upside. We did. How much did we get? I want to see what we got on the fall here before we really tick down. We're hitting resistance there. And this was February 7th. We came down almost 6%. So if we got another 6%, we don't have to necessarily get this. But I am playing devil's advocate on here. It was this, and this would be tough, but this can happen, and this makes total sense, ladies and gentlemen. If we start breaking through the support of that, and what was that? The above was 23, we said 23.6, right? That was support. If we break this 23,600 price, if we break the 23,600 price, 22,800 could absolutely occur. And there you have it. Wall Street Pete does it again. If we go look at the charts, let's get rid of the old video from yesterday. Here we are, the 6% percentage. And what happened? Well, ladies and gentlemen, just on point, just the way we say it. If you really look, it's exactly what we did, exactly as predicted, as maybe an annoying little prick may say. So pay attention to these things. I don't make this shit up. And when we hit it right, and this is a daily chart, we have 10 hours and 51 minutes. I do expect the next candle to start giving us a little reprieve here. Back to the upside, and I think by Wednesday, March 1st, that's when you're going to see the most rally to the upside, the most percentage gained. And I'm really excited for this to happen. A lot of people don't see it, but I'll tell you right now, I'm excited for 26,500 price, ultimately sending us into the 32-ish, somewhere around 30,000. Our main range is 28 and 31.6 here, but you can see what the TA is telling me. And as we start to get another day here, we got a green one after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about 5 continuous days to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to the continuous downside. Doesn't necessarily work this way, but right now we do have this happening. 22.8 big support I left you with yesterday. Well, what has been happening since yesterday? Just a little curious. Can we ask for a friend if I were to do this real quick and pop that out and bring the price? What is that? Well, that's exactly 22.8-ish. We're on the money again, Wall Street Pete. So hit the like and subscribe. Looking to get this big dip. We'll probably get a liquidity grab to down here of 22.6 come in and hopefully rise back up. But in 10 hours and 50 minutes, I do not expect for us to really be flirting any further down than here and get a nice reprieve to the upside. So look for that to happen. I am not a financial advisor. Bring out an indicator or two. My oscillator is way oversold at the current moment. I do like this indicator, and it's telling me that shortly, rather than later, probably tomorrow, coming into this week, that's why I say Wednesday, we're going to get a nice little jump to the upside. Looks like we could get that here. So we're going to find out where is the bottom. Hopefully it is where we are. Like I said, we got 10 hours to find out where we're going to go with that Ethereum. Anytime Ethereum is buying anywhere under this price, I will be looking to put an order in somewhere around here. So right now, currently, the Ethereum price, I'm going to have to put this into the title. It's been a little bit since we talked about my girlfriend, Ethereum. 1582, ladies and gentlemen. So there are prices that we could expect to fall all the way down to about 1557. I don't expect it to fall any lower than that. That would be my draw, my line in the sand per se. But please pay attention to what is happening in the crypto space. You are being manipulated to the downside, and sooner or later we're going to get a nice pump to the upside. If you see what happened every time we got this oversold, and if you see right here, this is where we're on the oversold area right here. Let's see, I'll show you. See how we're repeating on the bottom line? I'm trying to see if I can get this bigger. I love this oscillator, and the last time, and I'll tell you, this is the first time we're really hitting lower than all of them down here on this oscillator. Last time we really touched was this one, Sunday, May 30th. So I can only imagine the volatility that day, 2021. I'm trying to get to it. Just bear with me. Whoo! Look at that pull up. So as you can see here, coming in all the way through, there was another one, and as you can see, we got another pump here. It says May 30th. As you can see here, got a buy signal in that month, and as you can see, we kept going higher and higher. As this, there it is. I'm sorry, we lost it, and we kept coming all the way in and through this. So you got to pay attention to what has happened on the oversold. So oversold, overbought. Two completely different things. We pay attention to the outside zones, and every time our oscillator does give us that, we are paying attention to it with a grain of salt because we have other things we must pay closely attention to. So right now, Ethereum is looking to be a good buy coming in. As you can see, like I said, the daily not looking too strong here, but as you can see, coming into the greens buying zone, we have a little bit more fall possibly to do. So please be careful. I would not FOMO in. Wait for this daily to really come down and rip through to the 1583. I'll probably put a buy area in. Dollar cost average is like 10% of what you would buy in, right? You want to get 10 grand into this. I'm going to put 20% in, which is $2,000. Then put 2 grand in, and then if it falls down here, 2 grand in, and then once we come back up to this level, I'll probably buy the rest in, or we'll keep going 20%. It's completely up to you. It's your money, so I'm not trading your money for you. Good morning, rising sun to you. Talking about the Ethereum price, and once I believe the daily candle of the Ethereum price breaks above this 1662, I do believe strongly, now and I apologize, I'm retracing, 1672, excuse me. As soon as we start breaking above this price here, so it's 1675 on that chart as we adjust. Once we start finishing a daily candle above 1675, we should be able to receive and be proactive to this happening. And this could very well be what we're looking for. If you pay attention, definitely imagine we would be coming back down to this as support. This would be half your cup and handle. That's your full cup and handle right there. You do see the cup. I do expect something similar to this to be happening. So we can leave it here for you. If you don't believe me, don't believe me, just watch. Right? Remember, I used to do that. My voice is torn up so you can see how I did not do it. Good morning to everyone just jumping in on this Saturday morning, probably getting some Z's sleeping in. I see a lot of people getting into the chat now. We're already 13 minutes into the video talking about a lot of the crypto news. So I want to talk about transferring crypto over from wallet to wallet. And for example, we'll show you how to do it. Get into your phone right now. And if you want to try it, I would suggest doing like 20 bucks. If you want to do 200 bucks, do like 20. We're going to transfer a wallet to another wallet and show you how it might actually work. I don't know how great it's going to come out. It's just going to be reading. But it maybe give you a little better perspective of how to do it. So here we are currently right now. I do believe it comes straight through and down at 1583. I think we'll touch one more time and retest before we get a nice pop up to the upside. This is before March, so you have to pay close attention to what is happening here. I did a Fibonacci sequence. I do see that 1582 is my number, 61.8 pullback on the Fibonacci, so I really didn't say much about it. I do apologize, but I have it circled here. We got a nice little pull, and as you can see, what am I looking at? Well, I'm looking at the last Fibonacci move. This is what I'm doing on the daily. You can do this if you'd like. Where do I go and pump back down to before I go bananas? Well, last time I did it, well, I paid close attention to because it was something called the golden pocket. And if you can see right in here, this is the golden pocket. And as you can see, we dipped into the top, came all the way down almost to 38.2%, which is a big pullback. I do expect the next one 50 and 61.8. And as you can see right now, 61.8 is coming in perfectly. Tried to get a bounce off the 50, did not happen. So we're getting to the 61.8. We're being manipulated. This is Ethereum. And I think Ethereum at 1583 is a good buy. Ultimately drawing my line in the sand at 1557. So if you see a 1557 Ethereum, I'd be a little alarmed, but I would also be confident that, hey, this is going to meet down to my bottom on the daily. I love this oscillator, the stochastic oscillator, ATR volatility, and I know for a fact that once we are in this overbought zone, in the oversold zone, this is what you're looking to do. So when you're in the oversold zone, that means that we're selling a little too much for what Bitcoin is worth, and now the smart money is buying, and absolutely, in the end of the day, we're going to be creating a nice rally to the upside. So you got to pay close attention to, and I do believe that March 1st, this Wednesday, as it's the 25th, Saturday morning, we're a few days away, 6 days away, 5 or 6 days away from this happening. Excuse me, we're more than that because there's only 28 days in February. So, yeah, we actually have about 6 more days left. So we have to pay close attention, less than that, excuse me, as I keep saying, but pay every close attention to where we stay under the 1600 for Ethereum as I stutter here. Total crypto market cap looking at 1.06 now, coming back up a little bit, but I don't believe in any of this to be really good indicators. I want to see some volume at the 1.1 trillion market. If I do see the market cap back to 1.1 trillion, something has changed. We are looking pretty healthy again. But that's not my ultimate indicator. Of course, we do have the price levels here we've been hitting over and over. So if you do pay attention to that clearly, please do. So now I had to transfer from Coinbase to KuCoin. Now this goes for any particular asset, any wallet that you own, any exchange, anywhere you want to get your money to. So right now I did have, good morning Stephen to you, say you want to get into MEX, right? MEXC. Let's see if we can, I don't want to do it live right now, hold on. I want to help everyone, so let's see if we can get it going. I don't want it to log me in automatically and then have a problem, so that's why I'm going to do it this way. Can we do this? Can we do it the way we want? We would go into futures trading. We would then go into wallet. Let's see. All right, let's get back here. So there's all sorts of stuff going on, right? And what you want to do is you're going to generate an address, right? Perpetual is what you want to trade on the futures trade. Currently, right now, we're trading just under the 23,000. And something I would do here, I'm not logging into my account, but I want people to understand, trade on some small leverage, you'll be able to relax. You won't have to go so crazy. Stop trading on high leverage and staring at the screen and stressing out, right? If you believe in the TA, 6 times, 7 times leverage, you'll be surprised. You put enough money in, it will move to a nice gain. You'll be able to make some money. I'm talking about like an Ethereum trade here. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin, right? You want to make some more money, get into the Ethereum, right? It's worth a little less. You make a little more on your gains. I'm expecting the 1583 to come down. I'm expecting some liquidity, some volume to come out. What we're going to do now is you're going to transfer some money into this account, right? You want to trade on leverage. You want to get into the MEX account. If you want to do so, you check out, I think it's 1 capital Z E O G. Yep, that's it. 1 capital Z E O G, lowercase the rest. That is my referral code for MEX Global. If you want to trade it, that's up to you. Take the referral code and enjoy it. 1, literally the 1 button. It's the 1 numeral. You hit capital Z, lowercase EOG, and literally that is what it is, OG. Isn't that funny? I'm an OG. That's the referral. So if you want to get into MEX, we're going to transfer it, and what happens is you're going to go into the futures. So go into futures. You're then going to click onto the futures, and you're going to click on to generate a wallet. You're going to hit deposit. You're going to go into deposit. It's going to tell you right here how to do it. You're going to log into both accounts. The first thing you'll need to have both accounts ready to proceed by logging in using your credentials. Once you log into your KuCoin or MEX or whatever it is, right, you go into the deposits and withdrawals. You'll there see all the available coins for transfers. I put mine personally into USDT. That's just something I do. I buy it that way and put it in there sometimes. Sometimes I transfer Ethereum to Ethereum. That's fine. You could do that as well if you already own some, so it's very easy. But I don't like to do that because I plan on spending and using this on leverage, so I would not want to use my Ethereum. So I have USDT in here. I go for my USDT address. I generate a wallet. It says you generate it. You then hit copy. Now look, click on deposit, select on the coin token you wish to transfer. I say it's USDT. And we click on the ERC20s. That's what we do. USDT ERC20. As long as you do this, you can't fuck this up. Copy or scan the wallet address. Make sure you select the correct network, as we're telling you we do it this way. Then go to the Coinbase and click on send receive, right? So whatever one you're trying to get, you want to put it on, you want to send it to, right? So this is where you got your money. It's on Coinbase. You want to send it, right? Is that what we're doing here? Transfer your Coinbase to KuCoin. Exactly. We're correct. I'm just double checking. I want to give bad information. So Coinbase, we're sending receive. We're sending it to the address. We're going to copy it and wish to transfer it from that address. So now we'll have the address from KuCoin. We're sending it to, or the MEX account, MEX Global. You're sending it to your MEX. You're going to double check that the coin addresses match the sender and the amount you're sending over. Of course, check the address. Make sure the last 4 match up. If they don't, then start going all the way from that point. Click on send and wait for the transactions to be processed. The less money you put in, the longer it takes for verifications and the transactions to occur. You're then going to wait for verification transactions to happen. Once they all happen, you will be very happy. It's pretty cool how it works. If you've never transferred money over before, I suggest you do it for like $20. But here it is. Sending the coins to the wrong network address, for example, sending USDT, as we just said, and you put it to the TRC20 instead of the ERC20, like I said, you will result in a permanent loss to your coins and your money. It will be a big effing mistake. Please don't do that. So that's when you'll come into your USDT. you'll then be able to see, okay, my tether. Where is my tether? I don't know if tether is even set up on here for right now. I don't have it, but you'll search for tether. You'll wait for your confirmations. You'll finally get them on your wallet. Once you get your confirmations, 12 out of 12 is usually what it takes for this. You will then see your money pop in. You should get an alert, and then you'll be ready to trade on leverage. It'll be very scary because you don't know what you're doing. Trading on leverage is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. You can trade all the way to 200 times leverage. It will whoop your hiney. I'm trying to explain to you how you do it. You come in. This is what I suggest. I suggest you start playing around with 3 times leverage, anywhere from 3 to 7. Have a little fun. Confirm that, right? You want to do isolated. This is the difference. It tells you right here, isolated margin. A certain amount of margin will be added to the position. If the margin fails below, it'll be liquidated. So you do isolated. You don't want the money coming out from another area because then you'll continue to lose money you didn't expect to lose. So pay attention to what's happening. You log in, obviously. You'll be able to pick what you want. I would do this. I don't like doing a market. Market is what the price is at. It always puts you below. What I would do is, if you're going to do, is do a limit order. Put the limit order. You're going to buy your basically betting that it's going to long. You're going to put the long position somewhere at the 1583, like Wall Street Pete said, right? 1582, 1583. You want to get ballsy. This is how you do it. I'm showing you, I'm teaching you. Not many people do this. They don't have the time for this shit. How much of my percentage of the margin I have? I have $200 in the account. I want to do 100%, all $200. A very dumb move. If you want to do something, you want to get ballsy, do 50%. This way you have the same amount of money to back you if you do get liquidated. There is a button, there is a place where it says margin, auto margin. If you click on the auto margin checkbox here, it's not here, but you'll see when you start trading, it will automatically put that back of the 50% money you have in liquid and keep you in the trade and save you from getting liquidated and losing all your money. Now, of course, what happens? Well, now the other 50%, the other $100 is now in considerable risk. But if you believe in the TA and we're getting a liquidation jump up to the upside or to the downside based off the opposite of what you're doing, longing or shorting, you're going to find out that they're just trying to get you out. They're trying to scare you. And when you trade on leverage, the higher you trade on it, the more scary-some you get. You finally look at your unrealized profit. You'll see what happens if you're up or down. Green is in the good, obviously. Minus is down and red is down. So you'll see what happens. You'll be very excited. Your estimated liquidated price will show up here. You'll then know if the price hits in that area, you will get liquidated. So as you can see here, we're going to get the order filled at 1583 if it does occur. I'm a very big believer that does occur. What will happen? I'll get a notification. Your money has hit. Boom. And when it does, buy for me. Or if you are one of those who do like to be complete control freaks and you don't trust that and you're a little worrywart, you can buy it at the market once it hits the price and hit enter and actually do it yourself. But that's a little bit about leverage trading for y'all, or how to transfer the wallet. That would be pretty cool if somebody taught me when I first got in here. But looking at the chart right now from Bitcoin, it is and Ethereum, they're looking pretty strong. We're getting some serious support levels that seem to be holding rather strongly. It does. So I'm looking here, and as you can see from the last 2 videos, we said 23.6 was around the area, and now 22.8 yesterday. We were trading almost 24,000. We told you to watch out for this bounce, and now for 2 days in a row here, we are bouncing pretty strong. So make the trade and I'll copy you. I'm not going to log in and do it, but I do have that trade in right now. So if you want to know, not financial advice, obviously you already know that, Stephen. You got to make these trades. You got to have the balls to do these things on your own. And I'll tell you right now, it's very scary sometimes. But if everyone was doing it and it was easy, well, we'd all be making money, right? And that's why not everybody's doing it. So Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. A little bit of some learning today. A little bit of some technical analysis, right? We're talking about the Ethereum. And as you can see, it looks like we have a little bit of some fall here, but we could bounce off this and get us a big to the upside. So we have to be very careful. That's why we dollar cost average, because the second we're wrong on the bottom of this and this bad boy starts ticking up, your opportunities to buy at a lower price never existed. And then little did you know, 1583 was the money shot. So you could already be a day late. It happens this way. But sometimes when we do look at the charts, we do see here we were oversold big time. And as we're oversold big time here, you can see we rose all the way up from 1600 all the way to 17. So you got 100 ticks on your money, trading on some nice leverage. You could have got these sold cross right here. That was right about here. You would have sold at 1660. You still would have made a nice little gain. But if you were watching that chart, and you're waiting for the crossover and you see how it was getting ready, it's still in the upward momentum. It took you on a roller coaster ride, but then at the end of the day, you still made some gains if you really could have gotten out at the right time. And if you see up here, well, it was telling you to sell right about here. It told you to sell at 1720. We were getting the crossover. And on this big daily, I would have sold at 1720. We did sell at 1720. That's how we're pulling this off. We weren't at the absolute overbought signal zone, but once you get it, you don't get greedy. You do see what the charts are telling you sometimes. And as you can see here, we are continuing to get a little retracement since then. So I'm waiting for the buy. I'm waiting for the oversold bought zone here. We may not get it. We could get another repeat somewhere here. So we're watching. We're dollar cost averaging in. It always works. It's one of the best methods. It doesn't always work, but it is the best method. So pay attention to that as we continue to dollar cost averaging in on small leverage, because we don't want to stress. We're really just trying to accumulate our bags, but we're doing it at a nice rate. Thank you to MEX. So pay attention to that, what's going on. I will continue to watch the 1557. If we break all the way down to that magnitude, obviously 1583 broke through, and there was nothing we could do. That's where I draw the line in the sand. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, gentlemen, used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. We used to work here. It's crazy. BNX coin has a tiny market cap right now. Buy. I don't buy things that explode 9,000%. So if you watched the video yesterday, Stephen, and I'm sure you did, I don't know if you remember seeing it. Remember when it said 9,000% on yesterday's thing? I'm not saying it can't go up again, but I just don't put the risk versus reward. It's just really not there. It's really not there for me. It will keep going. But the problem is that the risk reward, like I just said, it's not really there. I'll look for it to come back down to the price where it started to explode. But if it doesn't give me that opportunity, I'm not really going to put my risk assets into that very high volatile asset. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. There's way too much out there. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Gentlemen used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange here, man. Beautiful place where everyone used to scream and yell like crazy. Missed this place so much. This was my home. But I hope you all have a great day. He said, no, that was a different coin. Oh, the split of it. Yes. I apologize. Talking about Stephen right now, having a great conversation. I know exactly what he's talking about now. I do apologize, but yeah, that's another part. So yeah, that BNX part, you may want to slowly accumulate it, but like I said, you got to really do your own homework. Check out the utility. See how much of the Web3 it really does in get in depth with. I'm not 100% sold on it, but there is an opportunity because, let's see what he's saying, because I love hearing from you guys. There is an old and a new one. No, I understand. I did actually do my homework on that and check that out. It doesn't mean that the new one's going to do any better than the old one, but they do have different technology and they do have different utilities, which is why I'm saying check the utility. Check the people behind the work. Always check the price history. The price history of an asset may really, really be what helps you. But everyone, please be careful. It is a beautiful weekend. Tomorrow is Sunday. These prices to the downside. We're probably going to see 1 trillion market cap tomorrow. We're probably going to not buy, but everyone else is going to short this market tomorrow night. All the way from tomorrow afternoon to tomorrow night. I'm very curious to see what your thoughts are on this market. Please be very careful. We are working harder than an ugly stripper for you. It is February 25th, and I'm telling you right now, 3 days is left of the month, and then by then, in about 4 days, ladies and gentlemen, it will be Wednesday. And I believe Wednesday, we are going to see a massive pull to the upside for March. It's going to be a green March. And isn't that weird, right? St. Patrick's Day month, green month. I really do believe that we're going to see some type of big pickup. We're going to get the big Tigger bounce. Tigger's bouncing. That's what Tiggers do. Yes, I'm a strong believer. If you remember Winnie the Pooh, this is the analogy. We go over it all the time before we leave. We're going to watch that big bounce. And as I said, there are a few bounces. And if we watch Bitcoin and we pay attention to those, I do believe if we do the same move from the bottom here of support that we did, we're going to find another one somewhere around there. We'll be talking about 28,000 all the way to about 31.6. I'm a big believer. I know this is not financial advice, but I really strongly need your support. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe. If for some crazy reason we were to start falling below this price, there would be chaos everywhere under 20,000. And I want people to understand that a lot of people were betting for this to happen. I do believe that if you remember these opportunities to buy at a low price, I think they're here. And my personal humble opinion, if you pay close attention to what is going on in the market, I very, very strongly believe that this is the inverted head, giving us some of the cheapest prices of Bitcoin that you're ever going to see in a very long time. So my name is Wall Street Pete. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Have a great day. Pay attention to what may be happening inverted head and shoulders, right? As you can see, the left shoulder gave us hell, and a lot of people don't see here. But if you really want to bring up this magnitude to where it needs to go, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about big prices all the way from up here to there, and that's your right shoulder, ladies and gentlemen. So let's do a quick little indicator, quick little pattern, right? Little learning today before we leave. If you were learning on what is an inverted. Now, you know what a head and shoulders pattern is, but what is an inverted? An inverted is when we're doing the reversal of a bear trend, right? Or perhaps the opposite. And ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the sexiest inverted head and shoulders you ever did see. So let those prices sink in. Let all the volatility really sink in through. And if you don't see what's happening in the crypto space, this is the end of the video. You're really missing out of what opportunities you have here in this crypto market. So my name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, hit the like, hit the subscribe, share with a friend, please. It would be wonderful to hear that you shared this with a friend, and they're here because you shared. Thanks again. Everyone, do your own homework. You have to do your own research. These are some of the things that people don't give to you. So these are some of the things they don't want you to know. They don't want YouTube to succeed. They want this channel to fail. YouTube shadow bans us every day. You're not doing your research to check it out. What do you care? You're busy in life. I'm telling you right now, they don't want this channel to grow. If you want this channel to grow, if you enjoy the stuff that we're giving you, please comment at the end of the video. Like, subscribe, share with a friend. Once again, see you guys soon. Thanks.